The first game Friday features two undefeated teams, Colome and Sully Buttes. Colome has beaten every team on their schedule by a hefty amount. Sully Buttes has been the #1 ranked team all season long. Something's got to give. The quarterbacks will be the key parts of this game. Colome's Jackson Kinzer has thrown for over 1,200 yards and rushed for over 1,200 yards, while Nick Whitler has passed for almost 2,000 yards and added 1,100 yards on the ground. These two teams have no common opponents, so it's hard to tell which team will break first. In the second matchup of the day, the 11B title game. It looks a lot like last year's 11B title game that Sioux Falls Christian won 27-12. The leading rusher and receiver for both those teams in last year's championship game are back on the roster.
Yeah, I mean, our seniors went there last year. They know what the experience is like. We played against Bridgewater last year. They're going to come back for revenge, but it's a special experience. I told our kids, you know, again, I don't want to just get to the Dome, but the experience of the Dome week is pretty special.
In the last game of the day on Friday in 11AA, the Cinderella story of Huron will be taking place center stage. Huron and Pierre played each other in the regular season. The Governors won 34-7. Huron head coach Michael Schmitz remembers that game and hopes things go differently this time.
You know, Pierre's a good team. We played them earlier this year and we didn't play very well against them. We kind of got in our own way and did kind of some not typical things of what we do. And, you know, the biggest thing is we just got to take care of ourselves and we got to play our brand of football and see what happens.
Huron features senior quarterback Jet McGurr, who has 1,184 yards passing and 9 touchdowns. 5 of those have gone to his stud receiver, Kobe Bush. But more importantly, they have Chipper Schillingstad back in the backfield. He brought the energy the last 2 weeks and is the team's leading rusher despite missing time due to injury. They face off against Pierre, led by junior quarterback Garrett Stout, who has surpassed all expectations with 1,487 yards passing and over 1,000 yards rushing. But their defense may be the most underrated part of this team. Chase Satgas, Gray Zabel, and Nathan Schnabel make up a huge defensive line that gets it done. And to close out the high school football season, the 11 AAA title game on Saturday night. Brandon Valley and Washington faced each other in the first week of the season on August 24, and Washington got the better of the Lynx with a 28-14 win. 5 weeks into the season, both Brandon Valley and Washington stood at 3-2, but have gone on a tear since then. Washington winning 8 in a row, Brandon Valley 6 wins in a row, including 2 wins over O'Gorman.
Brandon's was kind of like us at the beginning of the year. You know, they had a lot of young guys coming, and we knew that they were going to get better. They've got a lot of talented kids, young guys, and Coach Garrell's about as good as they get.
It's execution. I mean, that's what's changed. We're not doing a lot different than we did at the beginning of the year. We're running a few more heavy sets and things like that. But you know, we're not doing a lot different. They're not doing a lot different. They're just executing better.